And a former Chief Warden of the Department of Corrections is speaking out in hopes of affecting the decision to build a new men's prison. First Alert investigator Beth Warden tells us of his concerns and possible cost-saving solutions.
With decades of experience running all adult prisons in the state, Doug Weber has advice to offer about future plans for a prison.
I realized that we were quickly running out of time if I was going to be impactful at all in trying to stop what I see as a huge mistake.
Weber believes the current style of the Hill, which the DOC leadership wants to decommission, is efficient and solid.
There are linear-style prisons all over this country that are still in use. There are linear-style prisons that the Federal Bureau of Prisons still operates today.
Weber recalls the recent upgrades at the Hill, including construction of the Sally Port 2 years ago and new electronics inside.
There's been over $30 million invested in that prison since 2013.
He's been told of the tour path that the legislators were recently taken on.
To try to emphasize falsely why it might be challenging or difficult to move through that penitentiary.
Weber believes eyes should be on a different prison to replace the one crafted from former dormitories in Springfield.
If there is one to replace, would be the Mike Durfee State Prison, not the South Dakota State Penitentiary as it stands today.
Previous DOC leadership planned for future growth.
I spent 32 years in that prison. I was there when we constructed Jameson.
And the building is ready to be built up.
Increase the size of the footings and the capacity of the HVAC systems to allow for an additional 192 beds to be added on to the top of the existing D-pod in the Jameson Annex.
Secretary of Corrections Kelly Wasco addressed the Joint Appropriations Committee on Thursday.
We're going to do what we need to make our prison safe, to make our staff safe, and to be fiscally responsible with taxpayer dollars.
Weber points to other prison construction projects in the U.S. The price per bed up to $300,000, except for the South Dakota Penitentiary, over $500,000 per bed.
Try to be smarter about what we're going to do and what we're going to spend, so we don't end up with a mistake that's going to be burdensome on our families and the generations of South Dakotans to come.
The current price tag is $825 million to build the new pod-style prison to open in 2029. In Sioux Falls, Beth Warden, Dakota News Now.